Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Uncommon Truth today. I'm pretty excited about today. I've got Bob co-hosting with me as usual, and I've got a really special friend of mine, Nathan Freitas. He's coming to us from Nashville. As today we're going to be talking the power of proximity and the importance of the relationships that we have in our life. So, do we really think the old wives' tales are true or false? And I'm talking about the wise tales or old phrases such as, who you hang with is who you become. The second one, birds of a feather flock together. Or one that's more about, not about people, it's about another form of proximity, what we eat. Is it true? You are what you eat. So these are just three of, and I could go on for hours. As you know me, I'm an acronym king, and I love to ask these type of philosophical questions. What do you guys think? And we'll start with you, Nathan, on this one, and then we'll go to Bob afterwards. But what do you think about those three questions? Are they true or false?
Yes. They're true, man. They're true. I challenge anyone to argue against that. Yeah, I'll give you an example. I mean, okay, we'll go back to Fiji. Fiji is a great example. I chose to go to Fiji, and I was actively looking at my life in both areas of finances and in physical fitness, right? Like just physical well-being, not like, oh, I care about six-pack abs, but it's like the energetic part of my being, and that's my body, right? It gets me through my life. So I was looking at those things, and from an intentional place that I wanted to be as best as I can in those and continue to grow in those. So instead of going online and finding YouTube videos and fitness courses, which are all perfectly fine, I had the opportunity to push through a little fear, which was, if I spent $10,000, right, which is probably how much I spent, to go to Fiji, flights and stay and all that stuff, I would be around 100 people that are willing to put that amount of effort and money on the table to also pursue greatness in those areas. So as a direct result of that, I come out of that event not only with the relationships with people like you, Heath, and people like you, Bob, that I can continue to learn from both business and fitness, which is funny, right? Like Heath, I think you're like 10 years, 15 years my senior, and you're in better shape than I've ever been. So it's like, you know, yes, birds flock together. I purposely went into that pool where all those birds were bathing in Fiji and benefiting from that. I swear, my network of people here, of friends and business partners here in Nashville, is a direct relation to Fiji. And like Erwin introduced me to one guy here, that guy introduced me to 10 others, and it just went out from there. I have my friend network, I don't have anyone in my friend network except for two close friends that I've known for 20 years. Everyone else is brand new because I've intentionally looked at growing these areas of my life. So yes, I believe those wives' tales are incredibly true.
Thoughts on diet and eating? How much of an impact does the proximity of our food impact us? What do you think about that in life?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. That's something near and dear to my heart right now. I've been constantly reforming what I eat. So for me, I would rephrase it. It's not you are what you eat. I think it's you feel, right? Like you feel as a result to what you eat. And for each person, that's different. You know, I've lived a vegan life for many, many years. And then it was about 2 years ago, I started intermittent fasting heavily with just clean Whole30 type meals, right? Like a really good meat source, a good carb, like a sweet potato, and a really rich vegetable source. And I felt that I had the most energy. I was the less hungry. Food was more of a joy at that point. It was less about me dieting and tracking calories. And that gave me energy in my body, and it gave me energy to focus on the day. So totally. And, on the Sundays where I do nothing, Sunday's my day of rest. And I've had days where I sit there on the couch and I'll watch 4 hours of like just back-to-back movies, and I'll binge eat on donuts. And guess how I feel Monday? right? I feel like a fat donut, right? So, yeah, listen, I think if you intentionally go at something, well, no, take that out. If you let something into your life, whether it's a relationship, it's food, it's a thought, it will manifest itself in your life, in your body, in a way that's either beneficial or not. And it's your choice.
Yeah, I agree. So, Bob, what do you think, brother?
Well, I love the discussion, gentlemen. Boy, you guys are inspiring me today to go and get some new friends.
Hey!
I'm leaving this meeting.
I'm wasting my life. One of the uncommon truths about life is that a lot of people have major skills in minor areas, and they have minor skills in the major areas of life. So I remember that I learned very early how to put the puck in the top corner of the net in hockey. That is a major skill, but it's a minor area in life. I played recreational hockey all my life. Didn't make any money from it, so it's a minor area, but a major skill, right? But some of the major skills, like how to manage your finances, should you get married or not, and who should you marry? How should you raise your children? What business should you be in? Should you be an entrepreneur? Leadership skills of life. These are major areas in life. A lot of people have minor skills in those areas. In fact, we're not really taught as young people growing up about most of those things, or any of those things. I wasn't, for sure. And the power of proximity is finding people that are good in those areas. So if you can align yourself with a person that's really good at financial management, they become part of your inner circle or part of your sphere of influence, then you're going to learn a ton about financial management over time with that person, if you're intentional about it. So I think there's tremendous opportunity for all of us at any age to say, where are my minor skills in major areas, and where do I seek out people where I can actually learn from and grow from, and then become involved with those people. So I just loved Nathan's. He's on a bike. He's traveling across town for a 45-minute coffee with a guy that knows something that he needs to know more stuff about, right? Because that's a major area in his life. And that is an amazing lesson for any one of us. Be intentional. Seek out people in the major areas of life. Become involved in them. Ask for their advice. Put the fear aside. And that's a really interesting strategy, is to actually ask for help. Anybody successful that I've ever seen, anybody successful, and actually I would say to our listeners today, to each one of them listening, ask us, ask Keith, ask Nathan for advice. And I think you would not be surprised to say they'd be very interested to share some wisdom and some guidance with you, because that's been my experience. Almost any successful people, in fact, it's 100% in my case, of anybody that I've approached in the right way and said, listen, I've got this challenge, I've got this issue, would you mind sharing some of your knowledge with me, some of your experience with me? They've always said yes. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they'll book a time with me. They'll do it on the phone, they'll do it face to face. And what richness that is. People want to give. People want to give back. People want to be included. People want to share, usually. So put that fear aside, reach out.
I think that both of you have said some really clear and really wise things here. And I think one of the things that I've really learned, and I'm really striving to implement in my life, is to raise my standards every single day, try to be better. And how do I do that? How do I improve? Simply put, I got to ask better questions. And that's what this is all about. Seeking the uncommon truth is about how are we going to ask better questions and improve the quality of our life. And that'll be one of the things that we're going to be talking about in our course and programs, the ideal form of life, that we will talk about more in the weeks ahead. But really being clear and really seeking to not be afraid and to ask the better quality questions is really going to drive us forward Bye.